The battle for your mind starts now. You ever feel like you're constantly plugged in but never really connected? Like no matter how much you scroll, how many notifications you check, how much content you consume, something still feels off. That's because we're drowning in distractions. We live in a world that's louder than ever, constantly demanding our attention. And the scariest part? We've gotten used to it. We don't even realize how much it's costing us. We joke about it. We laugh at our screen time stats. But deep down, we know. We know we're losing something. We know we're not as focused as we used to be. We know we struggle to sit in silence. We know we can't even be alone with our own thoughts anymore. And that's a problem. Because if you don't take control of your attention, if you don't take control of your mind, someone else will. So today, we take it back.
Step away. Shut it down. Just think. Don't you dare reach for your pocket. Don't check your notifications. In fact, take your phone, put it in another room, turn off the internet, set everything to Do Not Disturb, and for once in your life, just think. You're losing yourself to distraction. We live in a world that demands more focus, more deep work, more intentionality than ever before. Yet we're becoming less and less capable of it. Our attention spans are shrinking, our ability to think deeply is fading, and all we do is laugh about it. We joke about our screen time. We joke about how addicted we are. But this isn't funny. This is our future.
The digital trap and the fine line we walk. I run a digital business. It's my passion, my purpose. It's what I'm proud of. And yet, at the same time, I walk through the digital world like it's a hungry lion. It's a delicate balance, just like everything else in life. Water is essential for life, but too much of it can drown you. The sun gives light and warmth, but too much of it will burn you. There's always a sweet spot between too much and not enough. That's the balance we all have to find.
Trapped in routine and not even realizing it. Routine is great until it isn't. Morning routines keep us moving. Habits make life easier. You don't think about stepping on the gas when you drive. You just do it. And that's a good thing. But if you never step back, if you never take time to ask the big questions, where am I going? What do I truly want? Then life just happens to you. You stop being an active participant in your own story. You become a passenger, a spectator. And if you're too afraid to sit alone with your own thoughts, then you'll never break free.
You are outsourcing your future. I'm not here to complain about modern society. I'm not here to tell you to throw your phone away and move into a cabin in the woods. I'm here to tell you that you cannot afford to let distraction take over your life. Because when you outsource your thinking, you outsource your future. And it's easy to fall into that trap. I remember listening to the book Deep Work by Cal Newport. I was out walking without my phone, just taking in the ideas. And out of habit, I reached for my pocket. I checked for notifications without even thinking. That moment hit me hard. It made me realize we are scared of solitude. We are afraid of being alone with our thoughts. But solitude is where you find clarity. It's where you find your voice. It's where you remember who you are.
The cave you fear holds the treasure you seek. One of my favorite quotes is from Joseph Campbell. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. You know what that cave is today. Being alone. We avoid solitude like it's some kind of monster. We drown it out with social media, with noise, with notifications, with endless scrolling. But that quiet space, that's where you find the answers.
Try this. It will change everything. I want you to try something. Start small, just 15 minutes. Take a walk, no phone, no music, no podcasts, no distractions. Just you and your thoughts. At first, it'll feel uncomfortable. You'll want to reach for your phone. You'll feel antsy. But stick with it, because this is where your real thoughts come out. This is where you start asking yourself the questions that actually matter. Who am I? What do I want? Am I on the right path? What's holding me back? Let your mind wander. Let yourself explore ideas you never give yourself the time to think about.
One idea can change everything. Maybe nothing happens at first. Maybe your mind just bounces from thought to thought. But then one day, you get an idea. One concept, one realization, one epiphany. And that single moment of clarity could change everything. It could be the answer you've been looking for. But if you never take time to think, you'll never find it.
More than just work, this is about you. Newport's book focuses on deep work, on creating space for productivity. But I think this is bigger than just work. This is about you. This is about not losing yourself in the chaos. This is about not letting distraction rob you of meaning. This is about tapping into something greater. Because if you never take time to look inside yourself, if you never take time to explore what's buried deep within you, then you'll never unlock the full potential of who you could be.
Don't let your greatness go unnoticed. There's something inside you, unfinished, untapped, waiting to be discovered. But if you let the world keep pulling you in 1,000 different directions, if you let distractions run your life, if you never carve out the space to think deeply, then that greatness will remain hidden. It will wither away. And you might not even realize it until it's too late.
This is bigger than a walk. This is your life. This isn't just about taking walks. This isn't just about screen time. This is about owning your future. This is about carving out space to understand yourself, so that when you go back into the world, you're clear on who you are, where you're going, and what matters. You don't just drift. You don't just follow the noise. You take control. You adjust your sails. You steer your own ship. You chart your own course. All it takes is more time with yourself.
Your challenge, if you're brave enough. I'm giving you a challenge. 1 week, every day, for 15 minutes. No distractions. Go for a walk. Sit in silence. Just be alone with your thoughts. And then tell me, what did you find? If this message resonated with you, drop a comment below. Let me know how you're going to create more time for deep thinking in your life. And if you're ready to start owning your future, like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Because this isn't just another video, this is your wake-up call. Now go find your clarity.
Reclaim your mind, reclaim your life. In today's world, distraction isn't just a nuisance, it's an epidemic. Everywhere we turn, there's something demanding our attention. Notifications, breaking news, messages, emails, a never-ending flood of noise. And the worst part, most people don't even realize what it's costing them. It's not just about wasted time. It's about a stolen life. Think about it. How many moments have slipped away because you were scrolling through your phone? How many deep conversations have been cut short by a meaningless notification? How many ideas, dreams, and opportunities have faded into nothing because your focus was scattered, your mind too distracted to hold on to them? That's the real cost. Not just minutes, but meaning. And the scariest part, most people never get those moments back. They live their whole lives in reaction mode, never pausing long enough to take control. They drift through their days, letting the world dictate where their attention goes, what they think about, what they focus on. But not you, because you're here, you're listening, and that means something inside you knows there's more. More to life than the endless loop of distractions. More to your potential than the shallow engagement of social media. More to your mind than what a newsfeed tells you to think. But here's the truth. Knowing isn't enough. You have to act. You have to fight back. You have to take ownership of your focus, your time, your life. And it starts now.
The power of solitude. For the first time in your life, I want you to do something different. I want you to sit in silence. No phone, no music, no notifications, just you. At first, it's going to feel uncomfortable. You'll reach for your phone instinctively, like a reflex. You'll want to fill the silence with something, anything. Your brain will tell you it's a waste of time, that there's something urgent you need to check, that there's always something more important. Ignore it. Because in that silence, something incredible happens. Your mind wakes up. You start thinking about things you haven't thought about in years. Ideas bubble to the surface. Solutions to problems you've been stuck on suddenly appear out of nowhere. You gain clarity. You gain focus. You remember what truly matters. Because in solitude, there's truth. And the truth is, you already have everything you need to create the life you want, but you'll never see it if you're constantly drowning in distractions.
Your mind is your greatest asset. Protect it. You've been given a mind capable of solving problems, of creating, of building, of achieving greatness. But if you don't protect it, if you let it get hijacked by every little distraction, you'll never use it to its full potential. The greatest minds in history, they didn't build their legacies by checking their phones every 5 minutes. They didn't create world-changing ideas by filling every moment with noise. They made space for deep thought. They guarded their minds. And now it's your turn. It's time to stop letting the world steal your focus. Time to take back control. That doesn't mean abandoning technology. It doesn't mean rejecting progress. It means being intentional. It means deciding where your attention goes instead of letting the world decide for you. It means choosing to think.
The challenge. Starting today, give yourself 15 minutes of solitude every single day. No phone, no distractions. Just you and your thoughts. Use that time to reflect, to plan, to dream, to reconnect with yourself, and watch what happens. Because once you take back your focus, you take back your life. So don't just listen to this message and forget it. Act on it. Make the decision right now that you are going to stop living in distraction and start living with purpose. And if you're ready to take that step, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join the movement. Your future is waiting. Don't let distractions steal it from you.